How's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim. Coming to you from Boca Raton, Florida. Somebody wants to know the timestamp, the day, the weather, my blood type before every video. So it's 3:30, 3:26. It's Friday for the third time this week for me. And it is, what's the date? It's July. It's July 8th. I bet I got it right. I'm doing these Mom Saver coupons 3 days in a row. They're paying me $13.50 for standing there for 4 hours and handing out coupons. And not many people want them. I guess they got plenty of money. Some people take them though. But anyway, can I complain for a second? And it's not what you think. Oh my gosh. I should have dropped some Advil before I came here today. My neck, my back, my feet. I'm in so much pain from standing yesterday, the gym, and just tired. I walked this morning a little bit. It wasn't much. For whatever reason, my neck up here. So I should have took some Advil and stayed ahead of the pain. As soon as I get home, I'm taking some. So I'm going down Glades Road. Miss Tammy keeps texting me, telling me over in Del Rey, I'm going to go over there tonight. It's pouring. And I just sent her a little video from the Dunkin' Donuts. Yes, I splurged. I would never have gone in there. But I left Publix, and it was a little embarrassing, but all of a sudden, I had to tinkle. And I'm in this parking lot, and I'm thinking, there's got to be something around here. I didn't really want to walk back into the Publix that was kind of behind me. And I saw a Dunkin' Donuts on the corner. So I went in there. You didn't have to have a key. You didn't have to have a combo. This is a good part of town. And the door was, cracked. Nobody was in there. Nobody was in there. And so when I came out, I started thinking about getting hopped up on an iced coffee. And guess what? Dunkin' Donuts has stevia. If you haven't tried stevia yet, oh man, I'll never use Equal or Splenda again. If they have it, if I can find it. Maybe I'll carry some packs around with me if they make packs. I have a container of it at home. I don't know if they make little packs. I'm sure they do. This stuff is good. It tastes like sugar, but it's not. And I don't think it has all that bad stuff like Equal and stuff. Oh boy, here comes the rain. So, Miss Tammy came over last night. She's got a dog sitting job for her daughter in Del Rey at the big house. So I'll reciprocate and go over there tonight because it's a big house and she's kind of scared. She's a scaredy cat. So there's two big giant golden retrievers, Duke and Tucker, and they're twins. It's hard to tell them apart. The daughter and her husband are returning Saturday. I saw a video that she sent her, Tammy, of the granddaughter, Savannah, doing a rock climbing wall. Now I gotta make sure where I'm at. Oh yeah, I'm going straight. She's 3. A towhead, which means she's blonde as heck. Cuter than a button. Smarter than a whip. Has been to gymnastics. She goes to summer camps, and she's swimming lessons. So did her sister Skylar. They both swim like fish. Skylar's 2, Savannah's 3. And I'm watching her with her little sneakers, and she's got that belt, that strap, and they pull you up there. You do it on your own, but if you fall, they got that security strap, and she's climbing up this rock wall. and she's looking where to put, 3 years old, looking where to put her hand and plant her feet. She is not afraid to do anything. She calls me Pop Tim. I'm Pop Tim. Knows how to use a smartphone, knows how to go right to videos, takes pictures. Her and her sister are always arguing over who's going to talk to me on the phone. They take it and run around the house with it. We FaceTime. All right, enough about my adopted I'm the honorary grandfather to Savannah and Skylar. Love them to death. Growing so, don't they grow so fast? So they're in Vermont. They bought an investment property up there. They went up there to check it out, and they've been up there once already when it was cooler. They were hoping to find cool air, but they got up there 4th of July weekend and found it to be hot. Yeah, it's hot everywhere. You can't find cool air. I remember when I lived in Georgia and I had a Harley Davidson, it was a day ride for me to go to Deals Gap or the Dragon and ride. And in the summertime, it'd be boiling up there. You know, at 5,000 feet, 3,000 feet. But anyway, I did that gig today. I got to do it again tomorrow, right out here in West Boca. I got the same deal where they pay me drive time on these because it's more than 10 miles. So I'll get a half hour each way. So I'll get paid for 5 hours. And I did some math the other day. You know, I get $13.50 an hour, but they pay me an extra half hour. So if I work a 4-hour gig and I don't get the drive time because it's closer, if you divide, it comes out to like $60 and change for the 4.5 hours they pay you, and you only have to work 4 though. And you divide that, if you divide 4 into that $60, it's $15.19. So I'm not making only $13.50. I'm getting $15.19 per hour minimum. And then of course when I do the alcohol gigs, they are 20 and 25 respectively. It just depends if it's a Publix or a Total Wine. Total Wine pays the 25. I don't know why. So I have another company that did respond. They got my application. I do have another gig. It's at an ABC liquor store. Get this. It's 4 to 6, 2 hours. It's on Atlantic Avenue in Delray, but west at an ABC store. I think it's August 4th or 5th. I'm not sure. I forget. But it's only 2 hours, and it's only $24 an hour. So I'm glad I didn't just throw in the towel with Crossmark, because it seems like this ROI company doesn't have as much, and they don't put it in a portal and assign you specifically. They just throw out an email to you, and they're all over the state of Florida. I mean, there's all kinds of gigs. I got an email the other day, but you go through them, they're in Jacksonville, Destin, Fort Myers. I mean, they're far away. And, you know, I seen one that was Lake Worth. I saw one Delray, Boca, Boynton. And I wrote all the numbers down. I replied as quickly as I could. And I got an answer back getting one. So, anyway, but I got one. And they want me to buy the booze and get reimbursed because I don't have a debit card. But the email said if you don't have one, respond and we'll get you one. So I responded, and they said they're being pretty good now. They're following up that we're going to get you one. It takes about 3 weeks, and that way I can purchase the spirits or the wine with ROI and without having to lay the money out. I'm not worried about getting my money back. It's a legitimate company. Then there's this third marketing company, High Spirits. I would not recommend this company. The person running the show is, you know, really, really slow on responding to any kind of correspondence. She puts out the email saying there's these gigs. You respond and you never hear from her. And this has been going on now for a few weeks to several weeks. In fact, I actually responded a few weeks ago saying, just remove me from the list, thank you anyway, but there seems to be a communication issue where, I'm more of a professional. If somebody reaches out to me, I respond. I can't help from being the way I am, and I expect everybody else to be that way. So I reached back out to her because I want the jobs. I said, all right, maybe we got off the wrong foot. I'd like another opportunity. So if you would like to include me, because I got a little hot under the collar because she wasn't responding. And I got these emails and I responded and no response again. So I got to give up on that one, I think. Stevia and cream, good stuff. Well, I'm approaching I-95 and Glades Road here in Boca Raton. Nasty looking weather. It's not raining really hard, but it's very, probably see out my back window. Very slippery, very dangerous. Drive slow, be careful. I would like to shout out. I had 2 visitors today. I've had visitors at most of my gigs now because I announce where I'm at. 2 of the nicest people. There was a woman that's my age that saw the Social Security video, and she's getting her first check next month on her 62nd birthday. And she also watched a Medicare video, and come over here, buddy. And I'm inclined to go along with what she's going to do. I don't think that I'm going to go with the cheaper, the Advantage plan. She was giving me a story about her 84-year-old mother who got sick, and the benefits ran out real quick on hospital stays and whatever, and things started adding up. And I won't give you all the details, but it doesn't sound like, where the other one is expensive, $125 to $200+ a month for the G plan on the supplement plan or the Medigap plan, plus the D plan for your prescriptions. But if you're worrying about maybe getting sick one day, or you just want to make sure you can go anywhere and you're never going to have to worry about, going broke from costs that's going to come out of your pocket, that's kind of the way I'm leaning now, is towards the G plan or the N plan. And we'll make another video about that, giving you some more simplified details. But back to my visits, Miss Barbara and Mr. Travis. Miss Barbara was a lovely lady, and she just couldn't thank me enough. She was just so sweet. Said she saw my 4Runner out there, and just wanted to come and say hi to me. And she was just so nice. And she just was saying all the same things that all of you guys say in the comments. And it's just amazing to me. It's just amazing, amazing. And then about 10 minutes till 3, when my shift was ending, I was going to put back all these products that I took off the shelf to kill the last 10 minutes for the coupons that I was handing out. I had a little display going. And a gentleman yelled out, "Hey, you're Tim, aren't you?" That he's 52 years old. Guy didn't look a day over 35. He's probably like 6'3", strong looking guy, works out, and works in Boca Raton. Name's Mr. Travis. And he had heard, and he watches my videos, and said, "Hey, I'm on a break, this is right up the street. I'll pop in and shake the man's hand." And wasn't that nice? So he did, and he was paying me lots of compliments. Married to an Italian lady, and he likes to travel back and forth to Italy. And he has a business that affords him to be able to work remotely, and he's looking to become a minimalist. He's intrigued with RVing and minimalism. He says, I don't know how I found you. I was just searching things like that. But he paid me the highest compliment because he said, I watch lots of YouTube channels about this or that, all kinds of genres. He said to me, though, that when I watch them, sometimes, they're all polished, with their channel and their editing or whatever they do. And he'll say to himself, is that really them? Are they really genuine? And then he ran across mine and he paid me the highest compliment. He says, this guy just seemed real. And I've read a lot of comments about that where you guys will just say, you just like to hear me talk, or, I think that I'm real or whatever. And that's just the highest compliment. I told you guys about complimenting. Man, I'll take them all day long. But anyway, this guy, he's going to live a long time. He was even looking at the retirement stuff, even though he's only 52. But he's going to live a long time. This guy's in great shape. And I'm sure his wife, I think she's into health. And he was telling me that's how they met, through work. And she's health conscious and stuff too. So that's great that you're with someone that's like-minded. And on the minimalism stuff, he said she's the one. I asked her if she watches the videos too. She really doesn't because she's just into some other things. But whatever, he watches them. But he said that she is definitely frugal. And she gets on to him when he does things wasteful. So that's great. And he's saving and doing all he can to have a good life and to make his money go as far as he can. And it's just wonderful to meet people that, are like-minded. They like the videos. They want to become more of a minimalist. They want to, learn more about Social Security and getting their money. Let me tell you one last story. So thank you, Miss Barbara and Mr. Travis, for stopping by today. It was very nice meeting you. Let me tell you this one last story. There was a gentleman in there. I was trying to give him a coupon. I did. I ended up writing my YouTube channel down on the back of the coupon. I told him, check me out. He's 75. And so we got to talking. He was a real character too. He was a real extrovert. I enjoyed speaking with him. Damn, it's wet out here. There's a lot of puddling here. Ponding, I should say. So I asked him, I go, how old are you, sir? And he said 75. Wow. Pretty dapper. He's pretty, not dapper, he's pretty chipper. And very gregarious. So I asked him, I said, you collect your Social Security? He goes, oh yeah. Who wouldn't at that age, right? Dumb question. I said, do you mind if I ask, when did you start collecting it? He said 62. And he immediately followed up with that, telling me before I could even get in to tell him about my channel, and that's what I talk about. He says, I crunched the numbers. I'm like, I crunched them too. I said, you got to check out my video. You got to watch my channel. I've been promoting it to people that they need to get their Social Security at 62 years old. In fact, that's what Miss Barbara told me today when she was talking about getting hers at 62. She goes, you don't hold back. I think I got a little adamant about it on one of my videos. But this gentleman, this gregarious gentleman, 75-year-old, he says, yeah. And I said, yeah, because you would have lost between the ages of 62 and 65, $105,000 on the. He was already shaking his head. He'd already, as he said, crunched the numbers, and so we were definitely in agreement on this one. So he wasn't one of these like, wait. Now he's 75, and he's been collecting 62. What is that? 10 and 13 years. So he's about even now what he would have collected if he waited. So whatever, he has no regrets. So that's a little story I wanted to share with you. So yeah, I'm going to make another video about it. I know a lot of people said that, I wore that one out, but there's so many people that don't. Like, I got people asking me in the comments, things that just a couple of videos ago I covered, but they haven't watched those, so they don't know. Otherwise, they wouldn't have asked me. So certainly there's people that don't know, that haven't seen, even though the video has done very well, the 3 or 4 or 15 that I did about getting your Social Security 62, there's going to be another one coming. I'm just sorry to tell you. If you don't want to watch it, just skip over it. But there's people that need to know that don't know. And maybe there's going to be some algorithm or whatever that picks it up and it can help somebody else out. Of course, everybody needs to do in the end what they think is best for them. You know, there's an old saying, you do you and I'll do me. You know, I know a guy on YouTube that says that all the time. But I would like to say this also, and I made the mistake of not saying it in the beginning of the video. I'd asked everyone if you wouldn't mind giving my video a thumbs up, and I had a commenter say, you know, I forget, Tim, or I don't watch it. I don't watch your videos all the way through sometimes. Something will come up or whatever. Maybe I'm just rambling on, and he's like, all right, I got it. That's enough. But he says, could you say it in the beginning? And he's absolutely right. I think that's what most people do when they beg you to, you know, subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I say, give it if you want to, you know. Give it a thumbs down if you want to. Don't really do that. But yeah, if you wouldn't mind, it doesn't cost you anything. Give it a thumbs up for me, and finally, I'll give you a little sneak of what may be coming in the future. I've alluded to it a little bit. The idea of traveling with the Wolf Pup. If the good Lord continues to open the doors, and I keep praying about it, and I keep seeing, you know, positive comments about it. Tammy's receptive to it, and it's something that will also grow the channel, and, you know, could possibly be something that can be financially rewarding, you know, that we can get a twofold, bring content that you can live vicariously through, bring information in case you want an RV in the future about where to go, what things cost, what to do, restaurants and things, as well as provide some sort of supplemental income to my Social Security to afford to do it, because it wouldn't be cheap. We might do that. Speaking of that, I'm looking right here. You can't see it. This is one of the highest quality camper trailers. You're gonna look at my rear view mirror window. This is a Airstream travel trailer. Let me see if I can show you. Can you guys see that? Let me pull up a little bit. These are so expensive and they're so well made. You can't tell one year from another. He's got him a nice Denali HD Duramax diesel truck he's pulling that with. He doesn't even know it's back there. Man, he's got the setup. Now, if I had that setup, boy, look how comfortable that thing would be. That's a nice Airstream. All right, let's get back over here to the star of the show. All right, well, I don't want the video to go on too long. You guys probably trailed off already. And I just want to say one last thing before we get to crushing it. I know you're waiting for it. The comments, I'm reading them. I answer a few, especially those complimentary ones. I'm reading every last one. Every last one. I hear you loud and clear. I'm sorry I can't respond to you personally. I love each and every one of you and respect you from the bottom of my heart for your kind words, that you're taking the time. You didn't just watch a video and move on. You're giving it a like. You're sitting there typing. You know, and you're making these. Have you read the I know you're reading the comments, some of you, of what other people are saying, and you're saying it. Isn't that amazing? So, if you don't get an answer, don't you dare think I didn't read your wonderful comment, folks. They are all so good, and I'm so into reading them, but I forget about answering them. But sometimes somebody will catch me, and they won, and I got to respond, and I'll hit them. You'll see my responses on some of them, but please don't take offense that I didn't respond to yours. I loved yours just as much, and I do read them all, and so does Miss Tammy. She just loves going through those comments, and those few handful of less than kind ones, we're like ducks now. We just like water that rolls off our back. We don't care, and I don't want you to have to read anything ugly either, so beep, it'll be deleted. So anyway, I'm gonna go get out of this monkey suit, change into my casual clothes, drive back down the other way on I-95 to Delray Beach. I'm approaching Boynton Beach now, coming up on Woolbright and Boynton Beach Boulevard. And I'm gonna grab whatever Miss Tammy asked me to pick up at the store, and my laundry. I'm gonna do a little bit of laundry over there. I got a few things, a couple of dirty towels, take advantage. And we are going to crush it.